Today we will be doing what if Naruto knew his heritage, how it can impact and change the story, and this is my take on it. So this will be part 1. There will be more parts to go, so just prepare yourself. As this story begins, not in the beginning, but still not that late into the story. As it begins after the wave arc, Naruto had got back from the Zabuza mission where he was remembering how it went, how Haku telling him how Haku was used his whole life as a tool and things of that nature, and how Haku eventually ended up, he wasn't able to finish off Haku because when he broke Haku's mask, he found out that it was the person that he met in the forest. And Haku had protected Zabuza to the end, getting a lightning blade to the chest. But that had went as canon. But Naruto, Team 7, the only thing that would change is when they got back reporting their mission, reporting that the C rank mission that they went on actually went to an A rank mission. Because they first encountered the Demon Brothers pushing the mission from the normal C rank that you're not supposed to go and have tunings be on, turning into a B rank, and when they ran into Zabuza, it turned into an A rank. But they were able to complete it. So that's when Hiruzen had gave them a higher pay, as pretty much Naruto says, let's go. Now I can go get Ichiraku ramen even more than usual. But as he would then, him and Team 7 were about to leave, Hiruzen would say, Naruto, stay, as well as you too, Kakashi. As that's when Naruto says, what, you gonna make me become Hokage? As Hiruzen had let out his pipe, saying, no, but I have something to tell you. Naruto would have said, what is it? As Sasuke and Sakura had left the room, leaving Naruto, Kakashi, and Hiruzen in there. As Hiruzen had made a signal where his Anbus would disappear. That's where Hiruzen would say, remember our promise? As that's when Naruto remembering, getting a flashback. As it was the same night that Naruto had learned the multi-shadow clone jutsu and had beat Mizuki to a pulp, protecting Mizuki. He remembered when Mizuki told him that he was a nine-tailed fox. And that's when Naruto, that same night, when they went back and turned in the scroll of sealing back to Hiruzen, and Naruto apologizing for him getting tricked that way, and Hiruzen saying it's fine, Naruto. But Naruto says, but Mizuki said, and from Haruka's face I knew that he was telling the truth, that I'm the Nine-Tails, that it's still inside of me. And pretty much Naruto was gonna say, and I know the Nine-Tails is still inside of me. That pretty much he says, he knows his parents must have been somebody at home for him to be able to get the Nine-Tails, so why doesn't he tell him? He remembers times when he was a kid asking Gigi, which is what he calls Hiruzen, that why will you never tell me what to do with my parents? And Hiruzen just says things like that he never knew his parents. But Naruto always knew that the third Hokage wasn't telling him. As that's when Hiruzen had promised Naruto that night, saying, if you complete a higher mission, Naruto had just became and Hiruzen had thought there's no way that Naruto would be able to get that higher mission like that until he at least gets some shooting. And that's Naruto then going back to reality. Oh yeah, I remember it. So that means you have to tell me who my parents are, right? As that's when Hiruzen sighed. As Kakashi was thinking, is he really going to tell him? As that's when he would then see Hiruzen say, your mother was a Uzumaki. She had red hair. She is from the Uzumaki clan. That's what you're seeing. And that's when the reason got it. And that's when the third Hokage had said when your father was somebody important. As Naruto said, he was a super cool ninja like Kakashi Sensei. As Kakashi giving him an eye smile. As that's when Naruto would have said, so who is he? As pretty much Hiruzen says, well, your mother was Kushina Uzumaki and your father was Minato Namikaze. As Naruto says, Minato Namikaze, but isn't that the fourth Hokage? As that's when Hiruzen says, yes, Naruto, you are the son of the fourth Hokage. As that's when Naruto says, I'm really the son of the fourth Hokage? As Hiruzen explains, saying the fourth Hokage did die the night that you were born. Naruto started putting it together. As he had the last name Uzumaki, he was from the Uzumaki clan, and he had blonde hair, spiky hair like the fourth Hokage. As that's when Hiruzen says, Naruto, your father, the reason why, sorry for that background noise, saying that your father did give you the 9 tails before he died, as he sealed it inside of you, knowing that you will be able to contain and control the power one day. So that is the truth, Naruto, and I think you're ready to hear it. So as Naruto would then say, so all this time I was the son of the fourth Hokage? As that's when basically pretty much Hiruzen would have said Kakashi and some other high-level Jonins know about this, but not any of your friends or anybody else. As he says, because it's a Esper secret about you being the Nine Tails. So, as well as your father, identity being a secret as well, because he was a very strong ninja, as you know. He was the Hokage, after all. That there's many ninjas that would come after him. That's why you took your mother's name. As that's when Naruto being like, wow. Pretty much, he was gonna say, well, the training exams are coming up. So, if you are strong enough, when you do become a Chunin, you'll be able to inherit all of the things that Minato and Kushina had. As Naruto saying, like what? As that's when basically he's saying like their currency and their house and things of that nature. As that's when Naruto being shocked, as he would then say, but if there's any information that you want to know about him, you can ask me or Kakashi here. As Naruto looked at Kakashi saying, what does Kakashi Sensei have to do with my parents? As Kakashi gave him an eye smile saying, well, I actually do. So, and I was just thinking of your father. So, if you want to know anything, ask him. That's when Naruto would start going on asking his spree about how his father was like, how his mother was like, things of that. You know, how a kid, if you watch the Naruto story, you can picture it. But Naruto, after asking this spree about hearing how cool his father and mother were, he had then said, wait, you said something about the tuning exams. What's the tuning exams? As that's when Kakashi smiles, saying, I can tell. Kakashi saying that in a month, in a week's time, the tuning exams will be held. Having beginnings from all over the lands come here to fight and to test their abilities, to see if they're strong enough to make it up to the higher ranks. So, I was just about to tell in the next couple of days if they wanted to sign up and be eligible for the training. And that's when Naruto said, well, of course I'm going to do it. After all, I'm the fourth Hokage's son, after all. As now, after this, we'll skip to a about a couple days later, when Kakashi had already told Team 7, but Naruto already knows this. As Naruto would have not known, he would have not told Team 7, aka Sakura, about him being an Aito Shinjuriki or about his mother or father just yet, because that was his own decision to make. And since he just found out, why would he tell anybody just yet? So, Kakashi telling him about the training exam, Sasuke obviously want to do it, Sakura contemplating on this, as Naruto heard her kind of murmur to herself, she doesn't think that she's ready, but Naruto had said something to her saying that, you're never, saying Sakura, you never know when you're going to be ready, and pretty much, if you think that you're not strong enough right now, that means you just got to train, as pretty much, Sakura would have said something saying, what's the idiotic dead last telling me to train? And pretty much Sasuke would turn around saying Naruto's actually right. He is the idiot, but he's telling you the truth. Sakura being shocked, and this would have motivated Sakura to train before the exams. As that's when Kakashi would have then said, well, since we have about a month until the exam starts, you guys should, I'll suggest some people for you to train. As he says, Sasuke, I'll train you personally. As Sasuke smirked at that. As that's when he said, Sakura, you have a great ability for chakra control and a specialty for genjutsu. So I think you should go and ask Kurenai Sensei. I already told her. And this is when basically Naruto would then start jumping up saying, what about me, Kakashi Sensei? You're gonna train me too? As Kakashi says, well, I'm already training Sasuke, but I can give you some tips, Naruto. As Naruto says, man. As that's when Kakashi would just say, don't worry, Naruto, I got some good tips that even Sasuke or Sakura can't do. As Naruto says, what? As Kakashi then wrote down some things on a paper, giving it to Naruto, because Naruto says, what is this? As Kakashi says, let me explain it. You possess the multi-Shadow Jutsu, you can do over 100 clones without breaking a sweat. As that's when Kakashi had told Naruto the Shadow Clone secret about training with the Shadow Clones, saying that as well as to go to the library to figure out more information and practice more chakra control, because what Naruto lacked was fundamentals of hand-to-hand combat. So if he's able to get his chakra control better and his basic fighting skills while just getting physically better by training with the Shadow Clone secret, which only Naruto could do, not Kakashi, that Naruto become exponentially strong. And that's when Naruto with a smirk saying, thanks Kakashi Sensei. And that's what Naruto would do for this month. Train hard, exponentially. And he would find out that he was able to get the memories of the Shadow Clone. And that's when he got the idea. Sending some of his Shadow Clones to the library like Kakashi Sensei said, even if he didn't want to. And while he sends some to the library, he would have some training. As that's when pretty much after though, because Naruto isn't 15 like he was in Shippuden, it takes way more toll on his body. Because of all of the knowledge that he's gaining from the library and all of the strain on his body from the training. But Naruto started to notice in the weeks that would pass that he started to get better physique, and as well as he started to be a little bit smarter as he started to learn a little bit more about the basics of chakra control, the basics of taijutsu. That he knew the basics of the academy taijutsu, but the academy taijutsu was just something that you're supposed to use to turn it into your own style. That Naruto was able to do just a little bit. Well, he then picked up on one technique that was similar to the Shadow Clone Jutsu in the library that wasn't a high-level jutsu that he could learn, as it was called the Shuriken Shadow Clone Jutsu, able to throw shuriken and then make shadow clones of them, or throw any weapon to be exact and make shadow clones of them. Naruto picked up this jutsu pretty easily in a good amount of time before the month end, because it was similar to the Shadow Clone Jutsu and it didn't take as much chakra, so he was able to make dozens and dozens and dozens of them. So we will see that in the upcoming tuning exams. But we will get into the tuning exams and the events that take place there soon, very soon to be exact. So that is the conclusion to part 1 of this story. It wasn't very long, but parts will get longer as we go on. But I hope you enjoyed. This is my first video. My name is Dante the One. So if you continue to like my content, then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you want to see a part 2. This is the thumbnail that I have preferred part 2 already made. So just tell me in the comments if you guys like it or not. But other than that, I'm Dante the One, and I'm signing out.